Okay, you want to try a little bit of the launch?
Sure. Okay, yep. That's with the traction control all the way off. I'm in one of the fastest cars I think I've ever driven. I'm here with my buddy Austen, and he's like, you know what? You should go drive my car fast. And I'm like, okay, I can go do this. So we're going to start a BMW M4. Is it the GTS? Is that right?
No, just a convertible.
Okay.
Yeah, with a GTS transmission tune, and it's stage 2.
There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
so here we go. Oh, yes. That guy's telling me that I'm driving efficiently.
You know, we tried.
Oh, you got a heads-up display? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. This car is more expensive than, you know, all my cars put together.
No, whatever's on 4 wheels, you know, that we like. We're just passionate about 4 wheels.
This does feel like a car, despite the fact that it has so much power that you could daily.
Yeah,
And
really.
you do daily it.
Yeah, more than daily, I guess.
Yeah. But so it has you said the GTS suspension.
GTS transmission tune.
Okay.
From factory, it also comes with the Magno right suspension, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, adjustable suspension at least. So it has Sport Plus, and Comfort.
Gotcha.
And start-stop.
Oh.
Yeah, you can switch it off here.
Oh, that's fun. Is that annoying?
I like it sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
make myself feel better, you know. So same for the engine and the steering modes, you know, as it does with the suspension. We could toggle it individually.
That's right. All of that's configured right here, right?
Yeah, so it's pre-configured for me. For example, when I hit double press on M1 or M2, the blue buttons on the steering wheel, that presets certain modes. So on M1 input, you gotta press it 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that sets it to individual traction mode, kind of. So it's partially, it's not really off. It's like partially off. So
Partially
you know, you'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, jeez. I like how it changed the heads-up display. There's
The RPM gauge is much. There's an RPM gauge on the.
it's honestly it's beautiful. And so what's M2?
M2, it's everything Sport Plus.
Okay.
The tune is more aggressive. Yeah. And
That's
spit
cool.
flames occasionally. So yeah.
Okay.
Tune varies. At least for the engine setting, it varies. It varies from Sport to Sport Plus and efficient. In efficient, the exhaust valves is closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right, because it'll make some fun noises.
Yeah.
So how do I switch it out of this?
So double press it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're out of it. So perfectly normal. It switches back to automatic again. So it depends on what you preset on those buttons. So
Okay.
if in those buttons you're set to manual, it'll just push you into manual in whatever gear you're in. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. The transmission is it's a dual clutch, right?
Dual clutch, 7-speed dual clutch.
And do you like that?
I like it, namely for its reliability.
Okay.
It's been reliable, and it drives like a normal car, other than it doesn't creep.
Oh yeah. Oh, this
But
guy.
other than that, it's as good as I can dream for in such a car.
Yeah, this is alarmingly comfortable. It is very, very
And your
comfortable.
suspension is default in Sport, as it comes from the factory.
Yeah, gotcha.
So if we put it into Comfort here, you can realize
you can feel it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can really feel it. I mean, the road is kind of...
Steering wheel is still in Sport. You can Sport Plus and Standard as well. If you want to figure it out, you can just mess around.
I do like how you have individual buttons for all of this.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of like getting used to, messing around with it a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I can put it back into Sport.
Yeah, whichever suits you.
Is this lane centering?
No, this is just lane.
It's awareness.
Alert.
Yeah, okay.
You can switch it off on the bottom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the button's over there. Okay. And this is what year is this?
It's a 16. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you turn the blinker off? How many miles did you have? You had like 20 when you got it?
No, I had 50.
Okay, so you put so you've put about 20,000 miles on it. Okay.
Yeah, in a year I put about 27. back.
But I mean, it does feel pretty good. I think that some people kind of, you know, will say BMW this and BMW that. It does feel very good. It feels very tight. It feels like what I would expect a car to feel like when it's new, and it feels really tight. And I know you take really good care of it too.
Yeah, I think for me, most importantly, it's to keep it maintained. I think people knock on any cars that, you know, of having issues here and there. But I think if you keep up with it, you know, you won't have massive bills to pay. I guess.
Yeah.
And I have a warranty on this.
Oh, there we go.
So you know what wonderful
buy the warranty.
Yeah.
It is a little wet out.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I like that mode because it's still gonna intervene a little bit.
Yeah. It's not gonna. It's gonna let you have a little bit of play.
Yeah, all season tires, and it's a little wet, it's a little cold. Not really that bad.
Yeah, just slightly uprated from stock, so 275s to 285s.
Okay. This is fast. It's like alarming how fast it is. Burbles. Oh, I love the burbles. Oh, I mean, even between the gear, you could feel it just kind of hop.
So typically what we do is that because it shifts so fast, you have the jerk. So what we do, we dial it back to the second shift setting.
Okay.
So I'll adjust it here. So now you you still feel a jerk whenever you shift, but not as aggressive. So it shouldn't shudder, like, yeah.
I mean, that's still, it's so smooth, and if you go all the way to 7th gear, it's very civilized, I guess we could call it. It's a very supple, very nice ride.
No, yeah.
But then up here, there's a 90-degree turn, and we're in between each of the turns, even with, I'm going to behave because it's now actively raining. All those turbos.
So in Sport Class, it's more apparent, at least for turbos to kick in.
Yeah.
So you figured it.
Jeez, I love that all of that's configurable. It's just amazing. Okay. And you have all sorts of gears that you can go down into. Oh, geez. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean by the transmission.
It's smoother.
Yeah.
So you sacrifice a little bit of the speed. The shape. So, okay, you want to try a little bit of the launch?
Sure.
Okay, so
Okay.
left foot on the brake, right foot. Let me try to figure out the.
Yeah.
You can edit this part out.
Okay.
Okay, great. Try it again.
Okay, yep. That's with the traction control all the way off.
Yeah, and launch it. Yeah.
Okay, let's put that back on.
All right. I'll just keep it in MDM. I guess you should be comfortable with that, like what we're driving in earlier.
That was, it's silly. That's the best way to put it. This is just silly, but it's amazingly fun at the same time. I mean, I'd get confused with all the things that you can do.
You know, sometimes it's a bit too much of the settings, you know, but you know, figure it out.
Oh yeah, I mean this mode is perfect though, because it literally, just like you said, it lets you have a little bit of fun, but then you're done, and you're done. And because otherwise, like me, because I don't drive high horsepower cars, turn off the traction control completely, we're not really going to be doing very much. Oh, those turbos. Jeez.
So I think between about 2.5 to about 4,000 RPM is where the turbo wastegates come in, and you can hear it more apparently.
Gosh, yeah, I just even. Yep, so exactly 2,500 RPM.
Roundabout, yeah.
Yeah, and I just
guess.
Oh, this is wild. This is just so cool. It's just it's an incredible machine.
Thank you.
And I mean, are these hard to find, M4s?
No, they're absolutely not hard to find.
Yeah.
You just gotta go and hunt for it. Different locations, you know, probably in Oregon, you know, you're not gonna find it as easily, but you still have it. You still have it around. Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, these are because the 3 is the 4-door M3, right? It's a 4-door, and the M4 is the 2-door. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So this is the convertible. So that's why you hear a little bit of rattles. You know, that's something I have to give up. You know, for top-down kind of experiences.
I didn't even notice any of the rattles, and I have been. Don't take this the wrong way. We've been topless in this together.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
This also has heated steering, heated seats, and a heated scarf. That you can
Yeah. That's fun.
So if you have your hoodie off or jacket off, you can feel it.
Yeah, and that's such an Oregon thing to have, like when it's cold but still sunny out. Just to be able to do that.
Yeah, we just want to have it top down, right? While it's sunny.
We want to be topless. Would you ever buy one of these without a warranty?
Personally, I would still, because now knowing that the car is reliable, especially for how much I beat on it in the desert, going to Las Vegas and Arizona. Yeah, overall it's reliable. I can't dig on it for anything much, you know.
Yeah.
Typical maintenance stuff, spark plugs, PCV valve, no issue.
Okay.
No wear and tear every 60,000 miles or so.
And this is it's a twin turbo inline 6.
Inline 6, yes.
Yeah. And so what's the horsepower at?
Now it's pushing. It's not dyno. It's not been dynoed. It's running on an off-the-shelf tune, so it's running about 560 horsepower.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
okay.
It's about 100 up from factory. About 100. Yeah.
And you've done intake and exhaust. Is that what?
Intake, charge pipes.
Okay. Yeah.
Down pipes.
Yeah.
Mid pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's all I can remember. Yeah, that's about it. The rest, it's pretty much bolt-ons.
Yeah.
Spacers, just for the looks, and
it looks good.
I feel a little bit of the stability, but I don't know if that's psychological. But you know,
we spacers kind of freak me out.
So these are hub-centrics with extended bolts. So they're not just they're not
just space things.
Yeah. No.
That's good.
So extended bolts and hub-centric. So the wheel doesn't. Once the wheel's mounted on without the lug nuts, it's already not moving. Shifting anymore. So I mean, it's up to. This is my first time running spacious as well. So I guess every once in a while you top them down, you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
And buy from reputable brands.
Yeah.
So you're pretty safe.
Would you buy this again? Go back. Would you buy the whole? Would you do the whole thing again?
Potentially yes. Considering the prices back home, potentially yes.
Yeah.
Still, because I think it's a really good car for having a mix of daily and being a daily.
Yeah.
While having the power whenever you want it, and it's not too flashy. You know, the car is not too extravagant. You know, on the outside, it's not like a Corvette or it's not.
You're right. I mean, when you see it, it almost can blend in.
Yeah.
But which I mean, that could be a good thing. But people that know what this is, they know what it is.
If you know, you know.
If you know what it is, you know what it is. That's the really cool thing about it. And you're right. When people see a Corvette, it's like, oh, that's a fast car or whatever. But that's right. And so I've been driving a lot of electric vehicles recently, including the new Mustang Mach-E.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
And 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. You know, it's fast. And I was trying to think, do you know what the factory 0 to 60 in this is?
Factory's about, don't quote me,
like
I think it's about 3.94, or 3.9 to 4.1, I think that range.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, I'm like, okay, it's about the same performance, but there's just something about having the gears mash that, I don't know, it's just like, I mean, you're still propelling yourself forward, and the Mustang Mach-E is a brilliant car in its own right, but there's something about the way that these gears just boom, and like you go, and all of that, like it's just incredible.
Yeah, I do feel it's a bit of the mechanical experience behind
Yeah.
it. So it's whether be it the jerk you get from the gear shift, the blow off valves,
Oh yeah.
the
yeah.
exhaust sound. Yeah, I guess you know going forward, it's gonna be this is what you're gonna define as raw. You know,
Yeah.
But in the past, it's
Yeah.
something different. Yeah, but totally different experience. Electric cars are great.
They're great.
Super fast.
Oh yeah.
Zippy.
Yeah.
You know, they're cost effective. You know, good for the environment. So I think it depends. You know, really what you want. But yeah.
Yeah, I just think that a lot of people have a lot of feelings about electric cars. It's like, I think electric cars are great, but the spoiler alert, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, is that if I were to get another car, I would most likely, I'd get another Mazda, and I'd get another gasoline-powered Mazda, because it is such an excellent car. That or the Chevy Bolt, because it's just so inexpensive.
Oh, it's such a cute car.
It is a cute car.
I love it.
But it is genuinely a very inexpensive car. But when it comes down to it, I still love the feeling of the gasoline-powered car. The last BMW that I really had a lot of seat time in was it was an E36 that had been built really well for the track. It was actually a publication car, and so it had leather seats, and it was built to be. It wasn't an M powered, but they had a lot of bolt-ons onto it, and that was just a joy to drive. And it was only 200 horsepower. It had a manual transmission. It had 200 horsepower. It had all the suspension had been done, all the brakes had been done, all that fun stuff had been done. But that thing was just an absolute joy to drive, and it had like 120,000 miles on it or whatever.
Oh.
And at the time, I think that we only sold it for like $5,000, which was insane.
Yeah. How markets have changed, right?
Yeah.
Right now.
Oop.
No worries.
Sorry, did you?
No worries.
The things that you notice when you're driving a car like this. Okay, that's my last little thing there. To get it in park.
So it's neutral. Oh, sorry. Typically, I leave it in gear. Sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, this or we leave it in gear.
Yeah.
You press this, hit the brake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in gear and you shut it off. It goes into park automatically.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So you hit it to try. Yeah. Yeah. In neutral, it will leave the ignition on, and you gotta press it again.
Oh yeah.
So
that's not good.
yeah. So whenever people ask me whether that's part, technically there is.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's just how you put it on.
You have to
Yeah.
do the procedure. We're German, so you have to do the procedure. But before I go, I want to say thank you on camera. I want to say thank you for letting me go
Most welcome.
on this. We'll get you famous on the Bad Ideas Garage. Maybe there will be a Bad Ideas Garage Singapore edition someday.
For sure. Always welcome. Always welcome.
But the conclusion was this was one I liked hanging out with Austen. That was a lot of fun. That's the conclusion, and it's a fun car. It's just it's not a me car because I'm weird and I like things like very basic Mazdas. But this is a great car. And thanks again.
You're most welcome.